My name is Hannah, and this is my beauty budget. Hey y'all, so this is a little bit of an impromptu video. I got this box in the mail today. It was inside of some like outer packaging, that's why there's nothing on it. Like, did Sadie just sneezed? Did you hear that? Sadie, are you okay? Are you sicky? Does she look sicky to you? No. I think she's fine. There was outer packaging that had my address on it. This is just the box inside. And I opened the outer packaging and I was about to open the box, and then I realized that I have no idea what's inside this box, and I feel like that would make it really fun to unbox on camera. So I restrained myself for a couple of hours and I waited until I was here and I could put on the lights and I had a little time. Joe is like in the gym in our building working out, and he says he's going to be there for exactly 20 minutes. So unless I hurry through this, he might be home before the end, but that will be fine. This is a very casual, off-the-cuff video. I just decided to share the fun of opening this up with you, and it will also be an opportunity for you guys to tell me which products you're the most interested in having me review thoroughly, because obviously this will be a total first impression situation. I feel like I haven't even told you the very premise of this, which is that this is a box of products from YESSTYLE. I've worked with them before. They sent me a box of products before, and I did some like really in-depth reviews of those products. I tested them thoroughly. I did like swatch videos and eye swatches of the eyeshadows and lip swatches of the lip videos, lip swatches of the lip products. And I really enjoyed doing that because I've kind of fallen for K-beauty products, and I feel like there is some information about it out there on YouTube, but not as much as I feel like there deserves to be. So it's kind of been fun to be a liaison for this different aesthetic and the products that come from an aesthetic that is born of a culture different than mine. That's like a good fit for me. It feels good to me. So I did respond to Pamela, my rep from YESSTYLE, when she asked if I wanted to try a couple more things. I said yes, and I did send her a list, but I've had such a month that I can't remember. It was about 2 months ago. One thing about YESSTYLE is that the shipping can take a really long time, like really long time. It has taken like a month and a half to arrive, and in that time, I've forgotten what I requested. So that's why this is going to be such a dynamic and surprising unboxing video. Let's go ahead and get into the meat of the video. I'm trying to hold it up and cut it open at the same time, and it's not working. I'm just going to put it down and do it in a safe manner, because I know that if I do it in an unsafe manner, I'll be scolded in the comments by those of you who are mothers. Oh yeah, right on top is not a beauty product, but rather a garment. So this is an example of the kind of thing that I totally forgot about. I didn't want to do like a clothing haul from YESSTYLE. I feel like it's not necessarily the kind of place from which I would choose to source my clothing. Like, and so it would feel a little bit inauthentic for me to be like, YESSTYLE clothing haul, blah, 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 blah. But Pamela offered to add a garment or two into this box of beauty products, and I decided that that would kind of be a good idea, because then at least I can sort of see what it's like just getting, I think there are two. Yeah, there's a sweater and a t-shirt. I can sort of just see, just with these two things, what the quality is likely to be like, and have that be part of my like reporting back to you about products that come from YESSTYLE. So that's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, it's actually rather thick. I was expecting it to be kind of dinky feeling, but it's not. My policy these days with PR is to kind of be outlandish. So when I'm offered something in PR, I try to take like the least practical and most risky, like fashion risky thing. And this is a color of sweater that I would not ordinarily buy for myself, but I feel like color blocking and mixing it with brightly colored pants in an unusual way, or with like faux leather pants, might be really cool. So I'm not going to put this on right now, but what I'll do is I will make sure to incorporate a good mini review of it into the first video in which I wear it. And I'll link this down below so you guys know like exactly which one it is. And then this is the t-shirt. I completely forgot about this. I'm not usually this forgetful. It's just the kind of year I'm having. So it's like an oversized white t-shirt that says La Luna on it, and it has a picture of the moon. It's very soft. I wasn't expecting it to be so soft. Both of these things on first feel a little bit more substantial than I was expecting. This one definitely has a strong smell of ink. Like if you've ever done screen printing or you've been like in a place where they produce clothing and you can like smell the fresh ink, it definitely smells like that. Maybe I'll try them on really quickly at the end and just show you. I want to do it now. I want to do it now. Okay, so this is just a first impressions. I don't want to fall into like trying to review the products because it's just a first impressions and I don't have that much time right now. But I will say that on the website, I believe the back looked a lot longer than the front of this, and in real life, they're equal lengths. The back and the front are the same, and there's no tag, so there's like no back and no front. It's just totally symmetrical. So it is different from what you're seeing online, and it definitely feels substantial and cozy. I'm not going to give a review. I'm just like showing you what it looks like. So far, I'm not mad at it. I think I was kind of expecting that there would be like differences between the reality and the picture on the website, and there are some differences. All right, I'm gonna try the t-shirt on. So it's an oversized tee, as you can see. Give it a little tuck. It's nice. I'm curious to see how it will hold up to being washed. It has a couple of threads hanging out on the sleeve. All in all, both of them feel not necessarily like made with love, but in terms of the fabric, again, like a little bit more substantial than I was expecting. But I'm gonna put my Vardagan sweatshirt back on because I love it the most. All right, let's get into the actual beauty products. Ooh, okay, so this is another 3CE lip tint, the 3CE Velvet Lip Tint, which is, I think, a product. Yeah, this is the product that I already had that I really liked, and this is just another color in it. It's the color Childlike. I've been eyeing it on the website forever. It's a really, really, really like fluorescent, bright red, orange, pink. Like it's one of those colors where it's hard to tell. It's just very, very bright. I'm gonna see if there's anything else that I'm gonna swatch, and then I'll hold them up. What is this? Oh yeah, this is another red lip tint from the brand Rom and. It's part of their Anne of Green Gables collab. I don't know how many occasions I've had on which to mention this, but I am still, but especially as a child, I was an Anne of Green Gables super fan. Like I read all of the books hundreds of times, it felt like, and I wanted to literally grow up to be Anne Shirley and then Anne Blythe and to have all the same kids she had and live the life she had. I mean, I like was obsessed with those books. And so Rom Ann did an Anne of Green Gables inspired collection, and this is the color that's called Anne Shirley, I think. Yeah, number 12, Anne Shirley. As you know, I rarely, not even rarely, I never allow myself to kind of be compelled by nostalgia or by fandom to buy things. And I did, when this launched, I actually briefly considered, for I think the only time in my life that I've ever considered buying like a themed product, I considered buying the whole set. There was like this cassette tape or this VHS tape shaped box that had like it came with blushes and I think maybe 2 lip colors and an eyeshadow palette, or maybe it was just this lip color and an eyeshadow palette. I mean, I had like put it in my shopping cart on YESSTYLE and my finger was hovering over the button like I was considering doing it. And then the thing that stopped me was I was just like, it's against my ethos to buy something just because it's Anne of Green Gables. No matter how cute it looks or no matter how much I love Anne of Green Gables, which I do, there was only really one of the blushes that I really loved. This lip color looked really good for me, but the eyeshadow palette wasn't something I would ordinarily buy. The other blush wasn't something I would ordinarily buy, and my practical nature and my budget kind of got the better of me and I ended up not doing it. But I was really grateful to the opportunity to at least have one piece from that collection as PR. So I'm looking forward to testing that out and seeing how it looks on my face. Oh, I think this is a Yeah, this is a Holika Holika jelly highlighter. I've never had a jelly, gosh, it's well packaged. I want to swatch it. I've never had a jelly makeup product, I don't think. Gosh, it's very, I'm just gonna swatch from the little lid. It's it's not really a jelly, it's like a paste. It's pretty shimmery. It's pretty glossy and wet look, and that is really awesome. All right, I'm gonna put it on the whole rest of my hand, and then if there's anything else to swatch, we'll swatch it on another hand. So there are the three products that I just swatched. This is Childlike, the Velvet Lip Tint. That is Anne Shirley, the Rom and Lip Tint. And then that right there is the Holika Holika Jelly Jelly Highlighter in the shade Feel So Champagne. I'm curious about whether that will dry down on my hand over the course of the rest of this package opening bonanza. Oh, interesting. So this is the, it's really funny how little I remember about this. I just, I'm not used to that. So this is the Moon Bright Cream by Moonshot. I was really interested to try some products from this brand, Moonshot. And I think what this is like a brightening cream that you're supposed to put on, not like as a night cream, but as sort of a day cream that helps to cancel out redness, which is my jam. And that's one of the things that I really like K Beauty for. It feels very luxurious. This is like it feels high end. And I think I might be remembering correctly that that actually is kind of a pricier product than most of what you see on YesStyle. And yeah, the cream has that kind of like milky, brightening tone that I recognize from the milk cushion that I tried that was so scented that I was worried that it was breaking me out. The scent is a little bit lighter for this one and more floral, so we'll see if it causes me any problems. I'm curious to try that. I must have thrown that in at the last minute. I vaguely remember it, but I don't remember it very well. I think all of the rest of this is skincare. So I requested the Madecassoside Sleeping Mask. Remember my friend Prachi, who has a YouTube channel, Prachi S. I hope all of you are watching her because she is a true joy. So Prachi sent me the IMPROMPTU Madecassoside cream. It was like a gel cream, and I loved the effect of it, but it was a bit lightweight for me, and I kind of went through it because I almost treated it like a serum, like I was patting it into my skin and using huge amounts because it didn't provide that like super thick emollient layer. IMPROMPTU also makes a Madecassoside sleeping mask, which I assume is pretty much the same thing but in a thicker formulation. So I'm curious to try this. I'll take it out and show you what the tube looks like. It looks exactly the same as the one that Prachi sent to me. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. And then the last thing is this pack of Dr. Jart Ceramide facial masks, which I actually have tried before, way back in the day, before my know by year, when I didn't see the forest for the trees in terms of skincare, and I didn't understand that investing in a high-end sheet mask kind of doesn't work out to make financial sense over the long run. I used to chain buy Dr. Jart masks. Since my know by year, I haven't done that at all. Every time I've purchased sheet masks, they've been big packs of very inexpensive sheet masks from Amazon. But I do remember this being an intensely moisturizing, soothing, kind of a luxury experience face mask. So when I saw them on YesStyle, I was like, I'll try them again. Because actually it's been interesting since I've swung so far in the other direction away from luxury skincare. It's been interesting to try some in PR. Like I tried these, the fresh masks, which are so expensive and I would never buy them for myself. And I still haven't reviewed them yet because they haven't been in my empties yet because they're not empty yet, but that's when I'll review them, is when they're in my empties. I've been kind of impressed, and it's got me thinking about splurging on skincare and value and all of that stuff. Not like I'm gonna come on here and be like, it's worth it, you should, you know, spend $800 a year on masks, which is what I was doing before my no-buy. No, I would never recommend that, and I will never go back to being that way. I feel like I've just been so staunch and like thrust out in the other direction, and I'm starting to have more complex thoughts about that issue, and you know how I love complex thoughts. So trying these out again after not having tried them for a really long time will kind of add to that, and I'll report back about these. And that's it. I did it. Joe isn't back from the gym yet. Let's see if we can wrap this up before he even gets back. It is drying down. The jelly highlighter is drying down, so exciting. So let me know in the comments what you would most like to see me wearing on camera ASAP, what you're most interested in reviews on for these products, and I can kind of like try to privilege those things over the next couple of weeks and get reviews to you as soon as possible. I'm really curious to know what you guys are the most interested in when it comes to this kind of thing, because I don't know, I love reviewing stuff. I love talking about product. That's part of why I started YouTube. I didn't just start it because of my no buy year. I also started it because I wanted to talk about beauty with other people who love beauty. So I'm excited to like be able to do that in this way, but I also want to make sure that I choose the things that you guys are the most interested in. So leave your comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know it's kind of a simple YouTube standard, and this isn't like a very deep or juicy video. It's just me opening the thing. But I have been trying to create more content lately, and that means creating both the traditional deep Louise Poston content and some lighter, funner, quicker, shallower content as well. That's the only way for me to do more in the way that I want to, because you can't do 7 days a week of videos like there's no such thing as a holy grail. So I know that most of you don't mind that I mix in things like this, and I really appreciate that you're here for it. I just had this box and I was about to open it, and I was like, so many people would get joy out of watching me do this and watching me talk through opening this box of things that I requested and then forgot about. So I was like, I might as well film it rather than not film it and put it on the internet, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think down below, and don't forget to take extra good care of yourself this week so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.